Alright, so Ruby Weapon. Of course, you fight him in the desert around Coral Prison. I believe he only appears after you've beaten Ultima Weapon, and then you have to fight one random battle. For some unknown reason, I don't know why. But yeah, you have to have either the airship or a gold chocobo in order to fight him. And much like Emerald Weapon, he wasn't in the original Japanese version, only in the US PAL and Japanese international versions. So, he has about 800,000 HP. He nullifies gravity and water, absorbs fire, ice, lightning, and earth. But you can actually do slow, paralysis, and darkness to him, which paralyzing him is actually pretty useful. So yeah, unlike, what's-his-face, Emerald Weapon, he does do status effects, so you probably want to put ribbons on. Otherwise, this fight can get really bad. We'll put, safety bit on you. And we'll put the other ribbon on you. So yeah, he has an attack Big Claw, which damages one enemy to 5/8 of their HP. He does Big Swing, which is a physical attack to all enemies that does around 5,000 HP of damage, and can do paralysis, which is fun. He can also do Comet too, which is self-explanatory, and Whirl Sand, which actually removes a character from battle. And that really sucks. That's like the worst thing. But those attacks are all done when his tentacles aren't in the sand. When they are, he can do Ruby Flame, which is a fire attack to one enemy that does over 5,000 damage. And of course, Whirl Sand he can still do. And he can do Ultima, of course. And Ruby Ray, which is a magic attack to one enemy that does about 4,500 damage and can do Confusion. And of course, he can do Shadow Flare. And at any time, he can do Right Revenge, which is a magic attack to one enemy. That does around half of someone's HP and can do Frog and Small. Right Thrust, which is a magic attack to one enemy that brings down your character's HP to about 1%. And can also do Frog and Small. Left Revenge, which does Poison and Slow Numb, takes about half your HP. And Left Thrust, which takes about, actually over half your HP, but does Poison and Slow Numb. So that's why you want to have ribbons on everybody. Or at least protection from most status ailments. So let's see, what do we want to have here? So he starts out invincible to all of your attacks until he sticks his tentacles in the sand. And when his tentacles aren't in the sand, he can use Whirl Sand to eliminate two of your characters from the battle. There's really not much you can do about that. So what you can actually do is actually kill two of your characters before you get into the battle. And then use Life 2 on them, revive them after he sticks his tentacles into the sand, but, you know, he will end up doing it later, so it's kind of like, I think he'll do it after his, like, 25th and 32nd turns, so. He also has a lot of defense, so you'll want to, we're actually going to put enemy skills on everybody. Because Pandora's Box is a good thing to do. You've already got enemy skill on. Knights of the Round or any of the Bahamut summons because they ignore defense. Also, he typically counters the Knights of the Round with Ultima. So, that's fun. For armor, you probably want Mistyle or a Zeedrich. because you want all the protection you can get. Let's see. Also, Dazers, which can inflict paralysis, can be very useful. Bum bum bum. Summoning Hades can also do paralysis, or you can use Dazers. That works. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's drop a save. Of course, as always, you want to use Big Guard. I don't think he can cancel your buffs. I don't think so. So that's a good thing. Let's give this a shot, shall we? So this is considered the hardest fight in the game, I do believe. And you just get a regular battle theme for whatever reason. So yeah, I don't think we can hurt him until he sinks his claws into the sand. Ow. That's practically almost a one-shot. That's why you definitely will want to do Big Guard. Do we have Dazers? Big swing. I think we have Dazers. We should. Yeah, we do. You want to try and paralyze him? That missed. It will miss on occasion. Oh crap, Whirl Sand. That will eliminate one of our characters. Sid. Bye, Sid. Later, Sid. And Dazers are not being very reliable. But we can keep on trying. Yeah, because we can't actually hurt him until he puts his tentacles into... There's Whirl Sand. He sucked in Cloud. Okay, we pretty much can't win the fight now. Can you just run, or... I may have to load my file. Yeah, okay, you can run. See, that's what can happen. Let's see. Ba-ba-bum. Yeah, we could try summoning Hades to do paralysis. So I'll put Hades on. We'll put Hades on you. Because I don't want to summon it twice if we don't need to. Yeah, this is a very tricky fight. Things can go very wrong. Very quickly. The thing is, we can't actually do any damage to him until he sticks his tentacles into the ground. Wonderful, thanks. So much for that strategy. But there is another strategy we can do if we need to. He missed. Because what you can do is come into the fight with 2 of your characters dead. Because if you only have 1 character, he will not do Whirl Sand. So you can wait until he's done with that. Dazer's not working worth the crap. Okay, this could work, potentially. You can actually do slow to him, though. So we... And it missed, of course. Problem is, most things will miss. Keeps missing. See, we're waiting for him to put his tentacles into the ground so we can actually hurt him. Just keeps missing. Slow should work on him. See, we could have easily done 7-7-7-7 during the Emerald fight. This fight not quite as easy to set up, but I'm sure it can still be done. Slow is not working today. I don't know why. Ow. We need to do Big Guard again. Luckily, unlike Emerald Weapon, he can't debuff you, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we can poison him. I'm pretty sure you can actually poison him. Miss. Great. I think he just has so much like magic defense. It's hard to get anything to work on him. We could try Hades, I suppose. Bum bum bum. Put your tentacles in the ground. I think he's doing it now. There we go. Now we can actually hurt him. Not very much, apparently. Because he does have a lot of defense. He also counters Knights of the Round with Ultima, usually. Which can be pretty bad. Which is why you want to paralyze him. He just has really high defense. Ruby Ray. Something you can do is give yourself fire protection. Because I think that's the only element he actually does. So we can do... where is it? Hopefully Hades will do paralysis. Because I'm pretty sure you can do slow paralysis and darkness to him. The good thing about darkness is it'll make a lot of his attacks miss more. So if we could put that on him, that'd be pretty nice. His dazers just don't seem to be... I think we paralyzed him. Excellent. Now he won't be able to counter with Ultima. But problem is, with only one character, we won't be able to just keep miming. Which sucks. That's why Ruby is... He's a lot more tricky than Emerald is. Since he can just knock your characters out of the fight, and he can do status ailments and such. Plus you gotta wait before you can even deal damage to him. So that's a thing. That's why he's considered the hardest fight in the game. I did not. I used this party. He's still paralyzed. He does have about 200,000 less HP than Emerald, so you don't have to do quite as much damage, but it still does. You still have to do a lot. 800,000. You could pretty much say I'm soloing Ruby Weapon, since the other two characters never really got to do anything. This is why paralysis is so helpful, because without it, you would have to deal with an Ultima counter between every Knights of the Round summon. And that wouldn't be fun. Because it would do close to 9999 damage based on your defense. And I'm out of MP. Crap! But that's what elixirs are for. I mean, Knights of the Round takes 250 MP a pop, so... That's a lot. So you can pretty much only do it 3 times before you have to heal MP. Though I could just use Mime after I've done it once. As long as I don't need to do anything else. Dun dun dun. Animation's about... I would average about 100 seconds. Something like that. Ooh, dinner. Dinner. Hope it was something yummy. Good, good. I like yummy stuff. I like yummy dinners. We're fighting the second super boss. We should be able to pull this off, barring any unfortunate incidents. Yeah. Leg paralysis wearing off. That will make things tricky. But it's probably... There it is. And there's Ultima. And I don't have protection. Oh, it missed! Nice! That was lucky. That was lucky. We need to put Big Guard back on. I am so lucky that Ultima missed. Oh boy. We just need to do an elixir and then Hades, which will hopefully put paralysis back on him. I think it's automatic paralysis, I'm not sure. It may or may not be. Yes! Haha! Though, PSA, you should never wish paralysis on anyone. It's not cool. It's really not. It's like one of the worst things ever. Alright. Hopefully we should be good from here. I think you can actually kill his tentacles. I'm not really sure. I don't know. Because his tentacles do attack you. Although we're not damaging the tentacles with this, so I don't know. Maybe you can't. But I think they do have HP. I don't know. But luckily this guy does not have quite as much HP as Emerald. He has about 200,000 less. So that's at least something. Still takes a while to do 800,000 damage. Bunk! Bunk! But luckily Cloud's Knights of the Round does about 3,000 more damage than the other characters. So, we're doing more damage this time, at least. And you pretty much have to do attacks to this guy that ignore defense, because his defense is so high. As you saw, I did Omni Slash, and it was like barely doing 500 damage each hit, because his defense is so high. You just want paralysis to last as long as possible. Because when it runs out, he'll do Ultima, and it can kill you in one hit, but it can also miss. And I think if you have M Barrier still on, I think that still protects from it, I'm not sure. But I think it does. That's why you always want to have big guard on. Got him! So Cloud basically won that fight by himself, more or less. Achievement unlocked, Ruby Weapon. 45,000 experience, 50,000 potch. Fire was born already! In one fight. Let me get the Desert Rose. Okay, that's all the super bosses. Now that Fire is mastered, we should get that achievement. Yeah, at the beginning of the fight, he'll knock 2 of your characters out of the battle. So, that's just the way that is. So we got Fire mastered now. So we should have all the materia, but it's not giving me the achievement for it, so I don't know. There might be some other materia out there that for some reason we don't have. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But we got the Desert Rose. Blooms once every 1,000 years. Which I think you just get a gold chocobo for it. Which we already have, so it's kind of pointless, but whatever, man. I have never beaten Ruby Weapon without getting a gold chocobo, so I don't know. Grinded on the magic pots and movers in the North Cave. That's absolutely the best way to gain levels. Well, the magic pots, since the movers don't actually give experience, but they give a little more AP. So we should at least have all the magic now. So we can get another Master Magic materia. So all that's left to do now is to face the final bosses. Which at this point will be insanely easy, but yeah. So let's see if we have all the magic materia now, which we should. Nope. Mr. Hoo-hoo-hoo is not. He's gone now. There we go. Magic materia blend. Master magic. So we have all the magic, but there must be like a independent or support materia that we don't have. I don't know what the hell it could be. But obviously there's something out there that we don't have, so I'll have to figure that out on my own time, because I have no idea what it could be. I'll have to check a list or something. Because it can't be magic, command, or summon, because we got all those with the master materia. So it's got to be either support or independent. I guess we could check a list real quick. I guess we could do that. It's probably something just really simple that for some reason I didn't get. Or maybe somehow I lost, like the fire materia. Because that can happen. But first let's turn in the Desert Rose. Get our gold chocobo. Then we'll have 2. Not that it matters. So the rewards for the super bosses really aren't that great. Since by the time you get them, you don't need them at all. But that's how it goes. Ba 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 ba. So basically, the super bosses are just to challenge yourself, really. If you can beat the super bosses, then the final bosses are going to be like nothing. They're going to be extremely trivial. But that's usually how it is in games. Okay. That was weird. Oh, it's a Desert Rose. Want to trade it for that chocobo over there? How about it? What chocobo? Okay, then it's a done deal. I don't see a chocobo. Ah! How'd that thing get in here? It's a chocobo. Take it. It's yours. I guess it's time to go on a journey for the souls of my departed friends. So that's the final side quest. I don't know. Final Fantasy-wise, I think there was a super boss in FF5. Shinryu. I think that may have been the first super boss in Final Fantasy games. Looks like my stable's full. I'll come back when I have room. I won't come back. Yeah, Omega as well. Because there weren't really any super bosses in FF4. Or 3, 2, or 1, I don't think. 6 didn't really have any. You know, until the GBA version. Yeah, the War Mech. You could actually fight that. I guess you could consider that like a super boss. Alright.